Well. Everybody, look what we have here. It's an update from ZOS, and this actually kind of shows us that ZOS is actually planning to work on the Cyrodiil performance this year. I don't know how this is actually going to plan out, because as we know, ZOS has done several things in the past to work on performance that may have actually worked the wrong way and did the exact opposite of what performance year was supposed to do. But this is sounding promising, at least, that it might have this capabilities of fixing it. Because, as we all know, ESO is kind of built on like what a lot of people will call spaghetti code. It's all tangled up, it doesn't make a lot of sense. And that is what I know a lot of my friends that are into coding. I don't really know much about coding, so I can't exactly tell you, but they say that the coding of this game is what causes a lot of the issues, such as the lag that we see in the game. So the fact is that they're going to actually go in and restructure this code and redo it to hopefully increase the server performance. And it sounds like they're going to be doing that this year, throughout this year. And that is great news, especially for us PvPers and in-game trials players too. Because this has just been like an ongoing problem that has just been getting worse and worse and worse. And since they haven't been able to add any PvP stuff, which I agree, it probably would not be a good idea to add PvP updates if it's just going to make the performance in Cyrodiil and Battlegrounds and all that other stuff worse. But now that this is coming out, and maybe after this is done, they'll be able to add more stuff, and it just shows that they are actually listening to some of the PvP community to at least respond to it. And I don't know if this is going to have good effects at the end. I'm hoping it will. I'm going to try and stay optimistic about that and hope that it doesn't backfire. But if we read into this, it's just going on about how they want to improve PvP and trials with this performance, and that they've heard that this issue is getting worse and worse. But the only way that they can actually do that is to restructure their servers and to redo a lot of the code that the game is built upon. And I'm really hoping that this is going to lead to some positive improvements, because as we all know, especially playing PvP in prime time, I was playing PvP, I was actually playing in Cyrodiil on Monday, and oh my god. I think it took my corrosive armor about 7 seconds to activate, and by the time it did activate, I was already dead because I was getting wailed on by 6 different people. And none of my heals and stuff were working, so if this is any way to improve that, this will be massive. And I can't think of any other way to improve PvP other than making the lag less severe. Because overall, this game has some very, very unique PvP in terms of an MMO game. I don't think there's another game that quite does the combat like ESO does. It's unique. I don't personally, I don't care too much for tab targeting games, so I just can't stand moving over to like Final Fantasy, and even then I don't think Final Fantasy is very PvP focused anyways. And ESO has just had a very special place in my heart for the time that it's been out, and the time that I've been playing ever since Morrowind dropped. So I'm hoping that this is going to have some good effects for us in the long run. It's sounding like it will have some good come from it. So let's just keep our hopes up for this. Don't get too hopeful, because like I said, there have been other attempts, but it finally sounds like with this attempt that they are actually going after the root issue and not just trying to do a band-aid fix instead. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys stick around, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.